Fuck
They're
the first
fine.
one.
They're fine. They came into their own Rise of the Lycans.
Rise of the Lycans.
And that's why I feel we should have kept going with Van Helsing, and we should reboot League of Extraordinary Gentlemen again. I know we're doing it right now, but skip this reboot it again. It'll be good.
Just scrap it.
Forget Underworld. Forget the second one.
Underworld 2.
Underworld
Forget
2.
Underworld 3.
Was there a 3? I think there was a 3.
3 was the past.
Fuck it never happened.
No, they
Rise of the Lycans.
It's just that's what it came into its own. Last week we talked about
We're having
sequels
sex over a
that are
cliff.
better than
It's
the
crazy.
original.
That's the one scene I remember of that movie. They're having sex over a cliff. I was like, that seems dangerous, but it's probably an incredible orgasm.
I never saw it.
like dark films. Hellboy is great. Hellboy 2 is way better. What's it called? Daybreaker with William Dafoe.
Season of the Witch.
It's a phenomenal film.
You like Season of the Witch with
Haven't
Nicolas
seen
Cage
it.
and Rob Perlman.
I'm sure it's good.
Con Air.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
Wolfman, the reboot.
I saw it in theaters.
You were working in the
Savages.
theater at the time.
What?
You were working in the theater at the time, weren't you?
No, I just saw it because I wanted to see it. It looked really good. And
Highest
it
budgeted
wasn't.
horror film
It wasn't. It was
in
really
like
bad.
the last 50
It
years.
was really bad.
Yeah, they're still trying to pay for that.
And it sucked because Benicio del Toro was a magnificent actor, and he was so dedicated to the role. And the directing and the writing on it was so shit. Actually, have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen the movie?
Wolfman?
It's good, up until that fucking ending. When all of a sudden you're having werewolves fight each other in a house, and they're
It's
like,
motherfucking Jeepers Creepers all over again.
yeah,
It's
Creepers
good
was great until that ending.
Until
That's exactly how it ended.
That's how I feel about
Yeah.
Kick-Ass. That's how I feel about Kick-Ass. Straight up.
And then Justin
Bleh.
Long was like, "Oh my god, he just bud everywhere."
yeah.
I'm gonna go be in a movie with Drew Barrymore. I'll see you guys later.
Listen, that movie's really good.
Going the distance?
Charlie Day.
Did they date in real life for a little bit?
Yeah.
Gossip
Justin Long
Cast.
Charlie Day.
Yeah, just on Charlie Day, didn't they?
They did.
They
I
were
think
a
it was
thing.
after. I
They
think it was
were.
after the guy in the stroke.
I like the Strokes. That first album was good. What do you guys think about that? That
Not
album
a
was
fan.
really good.
Not a fan
The
at all.
cover was banned because there was like a girl's butt and she was like doing this. And I was like, that's too raunchy. You can't have gloves on butts.
What's wrong with being too sexy though?
Everything. That's why Dan had to shave his beard. He was too sexy.
It's true. We got a lot of complaints on
The
that
FBI came to his house and they were like, they waterboarded him for a little bit. And then they
And then he was like, "Ha! See my beard is soaks it right up, dumbass.
It just grew.
Just soaking it up,
And then
idiots."
they were like, fuck, now we gotta shave it and waterboard him. So they just waterboarded him for a couple hours. And that's where Dan's been since the last podcast. Alright, so my last little tidbit of news I got here is one that I really have been saving for it's the best for last. You know, this is the grand finale. We're gonna do a dancing number. It's gonna be fireworks. Elton John might make an appearance. I called him, but he's not here yet, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so as you can see by your T-shirt, you listen to Fat Man on Batman, Kevin Smith's podcast about a fat man talking about Batman, and he had nothing but great things to say about the Batfleck, and he said he's seen the suit. Big news because everyone wants to know what the reboot suit's gonna look like. So he stated that the suit is very good looking, nothing we've seen before, and it has a realistic take. I want to put heavy emphasis on the fact that Kevin Smith says it has a realistic take on the Batsuit. Cut to, people were interviewing Batfleck himself, Ben Fleckerson, about the Batsuit. They said, you know, your buddy Kevin Smith has nothing but good things to say about it. Can you comment on it, spoil anything? He said, no, I cannot. But I will say the Batsuit is based off Jim Lee designs. When the fuck have we ever put realism and Jim Lee in the same universe ever? Ever.
Always, I think small waisted females, dudes with massive muscles, and then you know what? Even more realistic.
I'm
Rob
hoping
Liefeld.
that they recently announced Gail Cadett Wonder Woman outfit is also not given a realistic Jim Lee treatment, because otherwise they will have to give this poor girl the largest breast implants and buttocks implants ever seen in the world in order to get her to have a fucking Jim Lee costume.
Well, they're gonna do that, and then they're gonna get her a corset so her waist is. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go. That's the biggest.
When has Jim Lee ever been realistic? Ever!
I don't know what Ben Affleck.
He's got muscles on muscles!
I don't know what Ben Affleck was talking about. I don't think he.
I think Kevin Smith has also stated that it's a Jim Lee inspired Batman. I think he said that
Because
Batman
when
Batman.
you said realistic, my mind went to Earth 2 Batman.
Right.
That's a realistic sort of a SWAT, a tactical outfit. I was cool with that. Jim Lee, I don't think it's going to be Jim Lee inspired.
I think even Kevin Smith himself, though, has stated it's very Jim Lee-esque.
Kevin Smith smokes a lot of pot.
He does. But I believe the original quote from him, like I said, is realistic and Jim Lee inspired. Nothing we've seen before. Jim Lee and realistic cannot go together.
I read Hush.
It's a juxtaposition of Jim Lee and realism.
That's like saying the next Marvel film, when we're going to put out the next Captain America, is inspired by Heroes Reborn by Rob Liefeld.
Oh,
there's going to be nothing below the knee shots.
It's really easy to just avoid the knees.
And then Chris Evans is going to have to pack on some mass.
Just a chest, that's it.
Yeah, it's just going to be like, hey, I have arms, but they're a little bit back here.
While we're here, can we talk about the casting for Wonder Woman?
We can, because it's our podcast, and we can do whatever the fuck we want.
But, what do you guys think about our Wonder Woman casting?
I think she looks good. I know the internet was mad about it not being Jessica Biel or Angelina Jolie.
Right,
What?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know who she is.
I don't.
Neither do I. But she
Neither do I.
looks like a Wonder Woman.
But I Google image searched her, and instantly was behind it. Only point I have is she's not huge, but everyone can look up for films. I mean,
my only problem was she's not really from the Amazon.
No, she's not. But if she was,
she'd probably be on sale for Amazon Prime members.
Well, I mean, Amazon drones and drop her in.
Yes.
You guys seen that?
No.
I watched the soup.
A drone strike?
No, Amazon has designed drones, like missiles, unarmed drones, to deliver packages in 30 minutes.
Holy shit.
And they're in the process of talking to the FAA to have them up and running for Prime users in 2015.
Get the shit.
Like, order it, 30-minute drone delivers it to your door.
Holy shit.
They have
Internet
working demos.
shopping. Stores are done.
Yeah.
Internet shopping has taken over.
My only thing is, I know at least initially it's going to be fucking expensive.
They're going to crash right in your house.
It's going to be expensive. You're going to be paying like $70 to get an item shipped, and then you can just
Worth
fucking
it.
go to the store.
Worth it.
I mean, if you really need to watch Rise of the Lycans right fucking now, you can order that Blu-ray and get it to
Don't
your house.
fucking order the first one. Don't order the second. We
order
don't
the
even
third.
know if there's a third one, but if there is,
Don't
skip
fucking
it.
order it.
Rise of the Lycans.
But at that point, you can get instant video in.
Rise of the Lycans.
It was Underworld. Underworld Evolution. Underworld.
Was that Evolution 3?
Oh, Evolution was 3. Something.
So there's a 3.
Yeah.
We're going to
Skip
know
it.
right here when you're watching the video what it really was.
IMDb it again. Kevin.
Here's a link to the
It's on
movie.
you, tech guy.
Rise of the Lycans. But I'm sorry. Your point about Gail Cadet as...
Right. I just, like I said, it's as simple as she's not super bulky, but Christian Bale Batman bulked up like crazy. We've also seen him like size down to
Machinist.
roles.
Ben Affleck has also put on quite a bit of bulk. Not tone yet, but bulk for the
Like I
movie.
said, he would. I'm totally behind that. I'm really excited for it.
Another instance of that is Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, because you see him on Parks and Rec and he's chubby. You see him on Zero Dark 30 and he's just a house.
You see him in Rise of the Lycans. And he's a Lycan.
Well, you see him in the OC season 3. No, yeah, season 3 when they're in college.
So I believe we've come to the end of my news segment.
What was that? Can we just... So, Dan, I want to know, did you see Man of Steel yet?
I did not.
We need to get you to see Man of Steel.
Okay.
That needs to happen so you can have a more solid opinion on the second film. But I want to know,
Rise of the Lycans.
are you excited?
better or worse than Man of Steel?
No. Are you excited that they're casting a lot of DC characters, or you think that they're jumping the gun a bit?
In that movie, I still don't know what to think about it, because I feel like if they're trying to make room in the movie for like 1 million characters, it's gonna get jumbled up and messy, and it's not gonna make sense.
Right.
Unless they're just like small cameos, in which case, why bother? Save another movie to set some characters up, you know?
I just...
Or some solo flicks.
I thought
Yeah.
they're trying to avoid doing the
Or
solo
some
flick
solo
stuff.
flex.
Solar Flex.
Because what I've heard a lot of people say is that they want to try and do a Justice League movie first and then all the separates.
Right.
And I know that another rumor is that Cyborg's going to be in Batman versus Superman also.
I mean, I think that they're just trying as hard as they can to avoid doing the separate films lead into group films.
I just don't think it'll work. I think they're jumping the gun.
I think that what
X3's biggest problem, Spider-Man 2's biggest problem, Spider-Man 3's biggest problem is there's just too many fucking people. Like, it was like, wait, what?
yeah, exactly. You don't really dedicate enough time to focusing on these characters. But I think what DC is trying to do is trying to prove that they're a different company than Marvel. They don't want to be like, hey, guess what? We're going to put out all these movies,
Right.
and then we're going to have the team up.
I'm kind of hoping that they're casting characters for very minor cameos, but they want to have them available. Because, like, you haven't seen it, but if you've seen Man of Steel, there's a lot of cutting to people in America watching the news, their reactions to this. So I hope if Man of Steel 2 is going to be Batman versus Superman, like the title is, that we'll cut to The Flash, you know, having going, what the fuck are these guys doing? Or we'll cut to Wonder Woman having an opinion of,
Side note.
I
of
think
superheroes.
I think
you know
that
what I
would
mean?
be cool.
Just to have that character tied to that actor or actress
Or
or
like
whatever.
Cyborg
for the
in the
future.
Cyborg in the hospital, like in a scene where they're fighting or something, and you just get a quick peek of a guy who like you get to figure out is going to be Cyborg. That's it.
Just to set them in the universe.
Right. Side note.
Side note. Everyone has been unofficially calling it Batman vs Superman, and that's basically what the movie's going to be. It's going to be them clashing, but it's
Right.
not actually called that. They don't have a name officially.
Right.
They reserved a shit ton of domains
URLs and shit.
so that the porn parodies cannot use them. So I don't know how I feel about that yet.
But
Some
what
were
was
pretty
was
cool.
the
Some
was it
of
just
them.
Batman Superman was the title?
Just Man of Steel 2, and then whatever they're gonna call it.
Colon, Man of Steel 2, colon, title. Man of Steel 2, Rise of the Lycans.
The Desolation of Schmaug.
Wow.
That's how the guy says that on the fucking commercial. Schmaug.
The Hobbit 2, Desolation of Smaug.
It's like
It should be another
it's
colon.
like
And then
he's doing
Ben,
Primus for 1 second, which is that smow.
and then Benedict Cumberbatch with him out of nowhere and is like, my voice is very deep. Sherlock season 3 is coming soon.
It should be The Hobbit, colon, The Desolation of Schmaug, colon, it's not just about dragons, we swear. Because
Golden Rise of Lycans.
My favorite thing. What's gonna happen? There's gonna be some Lycans. I assume they're gonna be rising, and they're gonna have sex on a cliff.
now, had we
Have it on my desk.
And I'm a Death by 5.
prior to, I'm misty on this. Prior to the 4th Underworld film, had we
There was prior to the 4th, there was no sex on cliffs at
no,
all.
had we even addressed the Lycans? Were they important?
Yes!
Were they? I missed it.
It was. You never saw the movie? It was vampires versus Lycans. The whole movie. That's it.
The movie was called Underworld, colon, Batman vs. Superman, colon, The Desolation of Schmaug, colon, Rise of the Lycans. Lycans. Like hounds. Like hounds. Rise of the hound.
Is Lycan the scientific Latin name for the lion cat?
Yes.
Lion King.
It's the scientific name for the Lion King.
Lion King?
Yes.
Joe Simba.
Rise of the Lion King.
Rise of the
Have
Lion
you
King.
seen
The
Underworld?
Desolation
Rise
of
of the Lion
Schmaug.
King?
Rise of the Lion Kings.
The movie was vampires versus werewolves. And I don't know what Lycan, I don't know what language it is, but it is the original term.
It's like a copy. Yeah.
Look at it, yeah.
It's
Yeah, I know.
lycanthropy,
Plus 44 taught me that.
Yes.
Skyrim taught me that.
Wow, you were leading the game, buddy.
Typo negative taught me that.
Didn't think about it.
Actually, Rise of the Lycans taught me that. To be fair.
There we go.
It probably
We're right
did.
down
To
to
be
the
fair,
nitty-gritty.
you're really messy. You didn't remember the major fucking plot point of this movie. It's vampires versus werewolves.
As far as I'm concerned, he might never see any of these
None
movies
of them.
except for
Just
Lycans.
Rise of the Lycans.
To be fair, if we look up the year those films came out, I also saw bootlegs of the film. They're dark to begin with. When you're watching a theater cam ripoff
It's all
of a
black.
dark film, it's nearly impossible to know what's
Is
happening.
that a werewolf?
Is that Kate Beckinsale?
Is that Lycan
Oh,
rising
Lycan.
or is he falling?
Did we
Is that the stepdad from Shaun of the Dead?
Now, did we do Van Helsing 2, or was it just one?
There's only one.
Was that? Is that Hugh Jackman again? Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, that was Hugh Jackman, Kate Beckinsale.
That was good.
I didn't think so.
Kevin.
You didn't like the Wolfman.
No, I skipped right over it and I watched Van Helsing: Rise of the Helsings.
That's the Helsing.
Yeah.
Did you like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
No, I hate it.
Are you excited for the reboot?
I'll give it a chance.
She's not excited.
No.
You guys don't like good movies.
The movie was terrible. Absolutely
The
awful.
only
You didn't
movie-
like Van Helsing? You didn't like Wolfman?
No.
You didn't like Hellboy?
I went right through the ending.
I like
Hellboy's
Hellboy.
great.
Hellboy was good.
Oh, it was good too. So was Hellboy too.
Hellboy was good.
I enjoyed Hellboy.
Hellboy's
None of
good.
them like Dread because they don't like terrible action movies.
They haven't seen Dread. We've seen Dread. We get
I
it.
loved it.
I've seen Dreads on some crust punks.
Steampunks.
It's still pretty steampunk of you.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I've seen some
They were
cyber
cool
goths.
noodles though. They were like weird shit.
I've seen some cyber goths. But do
Yeah.
say about the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen reboot.
That was all. What I was going to say.
What?
You guys all know me as being the guy
Who loves
fucking
fan fiction.
Facts up the ass that don't matter.
Right.
And
Continue.
fish up the ass.
They conducted a study comparing currencies of fictional universes and determined the richest fictional character is Schmaug. Schmaug is the richest character in the history of fiction.
Yeah, because that thing's in gold all day.
He's lays in it.
He's like Scrooge. He's like Dr.
And
Scrooge.
that's-
Yeah, Scrooge
No,
McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck's second richest.
Talk about Scrooge is his real name.
It's just like One Side Dummy Records. But
Yeah, everyone knows it's really called One Side Dummy because they don't put out
Records on two
records on
sides.
two
They're
sides. It's
single
just
side.
one side, dummy. Can play
There's
it.
no B side.
That's why Gaslight Anthem is not putting out an album called The B-Sides. It's the songs they
physical-
were gonna put
it's
on
the
the other
physical
side.
B-sides of the other albums.
But it's on the front now.
Yeah.
It's literally tracks 6 through 12
It's like
on
a
every
sandwich.
album.
They gave you downloads for them, but they weren't on the album.
Same with Smaug.
Yeah, but Smaug is the richest. And it's just funny that he doesn't even care about the money. He just uses it 'cause it's
Because
soft.
he's a dragon.
It's soft. He doesn't throw on it.
He's a dragon.
Yeah.
Dragons don't need currency.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
For what? For what, Kevin? For what? Give me one fucking example of why a dragon would need currency. For what?
Dragonborn.
No,
take
no,
currency.
dragons, right now.
Different.
Smaug the
Oh,
fucking
sorry,
dragon.
that was what I
Give
was
me
gonna
an
say.
example.
That was my example. Was gonna be Dragonborn. If you tried to throw it out of the window, then I mean,
Exactly.
I mean,
Podcast
dragons
over.
could. Did you have something else to bring up? Or are we gonna?
Well, while we were talking about
Smaug.
Schmaug, Res the Lycans, the monster with swords and guns and leather suits movie theme thing.
Right, dark, weird leather.
Yeah. Aaron Eckhart.
BDSM.
Yeah.
BDSM
Oh, I
goth
know what you're
films.
talking about.
Aaron
Right?
Goth
Eckhart,
films.
Two-Face, is gonna be in a movie called I, Frankenstein.
I heard.
Which
Saw a preview.
Isn't James
twice.
McAvoy in it too?
is he?
I believe so. Or are they doing a separate Frankenstein film? I believe he's doing a movie about Frankenstein.
This is I Frankenstein. It looks not good.
Bill.
What?
It looks dread entertaining. It doesn't look good as
It's got
normal
Frankenstein
editing.
wearing a black leather gimp outfit.
No, he's in like
I
a
wish.
weird. He's in like a weird
They have
trench
sex on
coat.
it. It's like on a
Yeah,
corner.
sure.
And I'm pretty sure they're killing like gargoyles.
Rise of the Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Rise of the Frank. It's actually Rise of the Frankensteiners, and everyone in it is like this. Oh, Frankensteiner!
It's Scott Steiner.
What
Rick
was the other
Steiner.
side of Rick Steiner?
Steiner
It's
Brothers.
Rise of the freaking Shriners, and then I'll drive one of those cars.
Oh, Freemasons rule the world.
So,
I think so.
You've been listening to Action Panels, Rise of Schmaug.
You've been listening to Action Panel, The Rise of the Smaug. Coming at you live from the very hilltop where Kate Beckinsale had sex with a werewolf. What?
Remember,
whoa.
much like that scene, it's not just messed up.
It's also cattywampus. What?